And we are back for another car launch video. So this coming straight off the back of the Ferrari. We are here driving the Mercedes now. Obviously the Mercedes came out early in the day to the Ferrari quite a couple of days ago now. But we're just gonna get on with it anyway. This livery is from the T-Cam. Again, it probably won't matter because of the halo, but it looks boring. It looks empty, like, and the Petronas Synthium, I think I pronounced that right, that is on here, it's just so dull. Like, it's black, that's it. There's no Petronas logo, there's no nothing. It is honestly so bland, and maybe that's why they did it, because they know there's no point in putting a sponsor there. You're not going to see it from T-Cam and stuff like that, but it just doesn't look nice at all in my opinion. I expected a lot more. And but yeah, the interesting thing about this is they removed a lot of the lines. Like, there was like at least double or triple the lines on the side of the car, on the front wing and the rear wing, as there was. Please excuse the driving, honestly. First race of the day before I recorded all the other ones, and it's just, the race goes downhill from here. But anyway, they had at least triple the lines on the car for whatever the sponsor is. Obviously Petronas, but I'm not sure what branch. And this year they've gone with, on the front wing and the rear wing, they've gone with 4 lines, four world championship, which makes sense. And then primarily on the side pods, along the side of the car as well, there's primarily only really 4 lines. There's more obviously, but they've kind of just stuck with that. It's okay. From the side it looks good. From the T-Cam it looks awful. It really does. But this is actually the first one that you'll see that I've made. I've made 2 cars so far. I've made the Mercedes, 3 Mercedes, Williams and Alfa Romeo. This will be the first one you'll see of them 3 probably. But this was, it was okay. The engine cover was a bit of a pain, but yeah, it was just frustrating because I saw it, and then someone sent me an image of, here we go, this is where the race goes downhill. So I lose a bit of my front wing here, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. But anyway, yeah, so I got a picture, I think it was an overhead shot of this car, and I genuinely couldn't believe that you know, they got rid of like the proper Petronas sponsor. I was like, what is this? I like what they cleaned up the nose a little bit. There's literally 3 sponsors: the Mercedes, Pirelli, and the Petronas logo that would normally be on by the cockpit. They've moved that down, whatever. But yeah, it just really baffled me why they've decided to go this route. I mean, obviously sponsor reasons and whatever, but I thought it was really weird. Like, I had this. I'm glad Petronas haven't ditched them, because I reckon we would get like a 2010 Mercedes where it was just grey and really awfully black. Like, they could have a really cool version of the black and grey livery, but in this case it's it could be a bit sketchy. Luckily Petronas obviously came in, I want to say 2012, like properly. Could be 2011, not actually sure, but I just remember the 2010 Mercedes wasn't that great of a livery. It looked cool down the nose, but the rest of it was a bit But obviously the Malaysian Grand Prix is gone, so it's kind of interesting to see how long Petronas will stick with Mercedes. Obviously it's their main title sponsor, AMG Petronas, so I could see that being dropped within like the next 3-4 seasons maybe, just because it wouldn't make much sense for them to have a stake in a team. Yeah, of course they're world champions, so maybe if they stop winning races as much, or world championships, they'll decide to back away from the sport, which again wouldn't be the end of the world. They've been in Formula 1 for ages, ever since I can remember. They were back with Sauber Petronas in 2005, and obviously since then they made their way from Sauber all up to BMW, Sauber, Mercedes, and so on and so forth, so they're still doing really well. But yeah, this livery, oh nope, there goes my microphone, so professional. Either way, it's okay. I mean, I don't hate this, but the one thing that really bugged me, before I forget, before the end of this lap, was the fact that Bottas has the most pale blue number I've ever seen in my life. Hamilton has the same red one, I wasn't sure if it was just the camera angles or the lighting of the shoots of that day, but literally it looks white, which makes no sense to me because they teased it with blue. Last season obviously it was blue, and that they obviously changed the there's no shark fin now. There's a little black fade on the rear of the car. I can't get that on this chassis, unfortunately. It was really annoying because it does really bring the whole car kind of together. But I don't know, it's not too bad. I don't mind it. It's according to all Fletcher's, a masterpiece. But that's been it for this video, guys. Until next time, I'll see you then.